I think we've only just started.
Have we only just gone live?
We've only just gone live.
You've been so much fun. Oh, welcome to Being
There
Business.
we go. There's our first error.
We've been sat here for
Good morning.
about 7 minutes,
Yeah.
having the conversation of a lifetime.
We've started our morning coffee, tea.
So go for it, Joe.
I remember everything that we said in the last 5 minutes. We actually thought we were broadcasting, so apologies, everybody.
But that is the beauty of it. We're all women. We're all normal. You know what I mean? We're all multitasking. Many things going on here.
But being mindful at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm so glad this is just a dry run and we didn't invite hundreds of people.
Okay.
I will say I'm not sure how well the microphone is picking up sound, because again, this is the first time we've done this.
If it's the same microphone that you did your test with the day, it was actually really clear. It's lovely.
That was. I'm hoping that this picks it up okay, but the microphone was a little bit closer.
Right. Okay.
Adjust the volume.
Well, the thing is on there, it's got a wee thing.
It does look as if it's picking up the sound.
But we can adjust our volume, girls.
We can.
We can raise the tone.
We can.
Yeah.
But sing. No.
No. I don't want to scare people. Mary
that
Jo.
would cause people just to not. Yeah.
Okay,
I was
sorry.
asking you a while ago if we were on, but obviously we weren't because we weren't transmitting then. But now we are, so please text me. It's on silent and let me know that we're on and you can. Thank you very much.
Yes.
It's on silent, but her eyes are open.
That was a shout out to Jo, Mary Jo. Yes.
It certainly was.
And we talked about requests earlier too.
Yeah.
Yes. We were talking that this is an idea we had a long time ago, about a year ago, we said, wasn't it?
Well, we said a year, but we worked out it was maybe about 2 years.
Really?
We did.
Wow.
We talked about
Talked about doing something. We've only really specifics of a plan to launch something. We only came up with the actual name because we went through all sorts of names as well for the group.
We've been through different names for various reasons.
Yes.
So you're talking to different ladies, and the reason why we really started this initially was because we were part of other different network groups that were great and serving purposes.
And I still love going to them.
And love going to them, and they're brilliant groups of people. Some for mixed groups, some for women's groups, some for, daytime groups, some for evening groups, and they all serve purposes. But actually, we felt that we wanted to create something that was specific to us, relaxed, fun, merging creative with business, and for women, because we had a lot of women, our friends, coming to us saying, but, I don't fit into this group, and I don't fit into that model, and I don't fit into that category. And we just be ourselves.
Yeah.
And and we were finding that we were having a lot of our friends and colleagues coming to us saying, well, I don't feel confident to come to. Well, actually, I'm not in that category, and I'd come to this if you set this up. And so this is why we've created this, to try and create something that would be much more flexible and not categorised or formal.
We're definitely not formal.
And very individual. And that celebrates the individual.
Yeah.
And that's what we're all individuals. Jo in her business is all about creating individuality and expression through the IT world, helping the individuals through expressing themselves in information technology and things. Caroline is all about expressing through creating individual pieces for individuals in her art and crafts and fashions and designs. And I'm all about creating, helping individuals discover who they are as an individual through their personalities and their lifestyles, and expressing themselves in their styles and their home spaces. So we're all about individuality as well. So it's
definitely,
we celebrate individuality. So come on, all you lovely people who
we
want to be you.
We went through the names and just came up with Being Business a few days ago.
It's
And it was about the fact that, and we spoke about this earlier when we thought we were broadcasting, we weren't, that women and that men, they just do. It's our genetic makeup. We like to be informal. We like to help each other. We like to, if there's a nice group of women, the support and the creative spark come out of it's incredible. You don't get that when you're in a group of men. So it was all about and the being business, to quote one of your phrases, was about we are human beings, not human doings.
Yes, I love it. Human beings.
So it kind of embodied that, and that we tend to integrate our work, whether we're a business owner or an employee, we tend to integrate our work differently to men. Whether we have children or not, we have other responsibilities, and the way it tends to work for women is we have to integrate and juggle and try to fit one into the other. It's not this black and white line. Okay, now I'm at work and now I'm at home. End of. There's this merging. Because that was one of the names that we went for. We went for Emerging Women.
Emerging Women. We started,
which was about merging the creative and the business and the home and the business and all that kind of stuff. I think it was Andrea Thompson. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. Hi. We love you. We missed you.
She said, well, what does that mean for women who have already emerged? So that was obviously meaning something
completely emerged.
She's who she wants to be, kind of thing. So yeah, we you actually coined the phrase "being business" when we were talking about it.
And the underline, not just it's the being that is the big word in that, not the business.
Yes, because it's the
being. Yes, being, as in living business. So you're living first. And then doing business.
Yeah.
So it's the being, it's the in your life living out your business.
Yeah. So
part is like living your life, enjoying your business, as your business is part of your life, as part of who you are.
So it is, isn't it? You work for yourself, it is who you are.
Do you think then that that's one of the main reasons why there are more and more women starting up businesses?
Yes.
Because when you're an employee, I remember it well, you had to fit in this square hole.
Yes, it's wrong.
And you would have managers bashing you into this square hole, and it was at times it was painful.
It's very painful, and that's what we would like to encourage is everybody to try and find a way through that process of finding out who they are, if they still have to stay within that, to find a way of processing how they feel, their emotions, how they progress through that, to find a way that fits comfortably for them within that, whether they need to make changes, whether they need to look for a new direction in their career path, whether they need to look for slight adjustments in their timekeeping, to add in new hobbies and recreation, timekeeping elements.
Time management.
Look for new people groups. Things like
Which kind of leads me on to one of the subjects. Again, apologies if I'm repeating myself because I can't remember what we said before and after we started broadcasting. But we want to start talking about some of these topics. We mentioned time management, multitasking, that kind of thing. Do we need to review the direction of our career / life? So we want to ask anybody who's watching here, if you've got a topic or an issue or a quandary or even a solution, give us a shout, drop us a line, Facebook page, Google Plus, whatever, and we'll to talk about it. And most of the stuff that we've spoke about, time management or multitasking or whatever, could easily take up an entire coffee break just talking about that one topic.
Of course,
And can we say right at the beginning that this is very much a non-judgmental group. This is a group that, we're going to be talking about a lot of different things. And we're all coming from a place of, we've had lots of life experiences. We've had lots of experiences in business, in relationships, in work, in life. You know, life has not been easy for any of us.
No.
And so none of us are going to be judging any of us, any
No.
of you, any of our experiences, any of our growth patterns. We're not going to be judging any men. This is not an anti-men group,
No.
an anti-men business group. It's not anti-grey suits group. It's a pro group. It's a pro people group. It's a pro person group.
It needs to be a very safe place.
Yes.
Because otherwise people are not going to get the most out of what we're trying to do.
It's not critical.
No.
It's discussion, and it's a growth group.
Yeah, figuring out who you are, what you want, where you want to go. So
space, just space to
figuring
explore.
out the truth. If you can be truthful with yourself about what you really want, other things start to fall into place.
There was a song in there. What you really want.
Yeah, that was girl power.
So it was.
It was.
What was I?
Oh dear.
But it's different for every individual. So there is no place for that criticism because each person requires something different.
They do.
To fulfill their lives. So
They do.
definitely no criticism. Ideas, suggestions, support. Keep it safe.
Encouraging everybody to dig deep inside them
Yeah,
and pull it out of their dreams.
which is quite hard.
It is, but it's a beginning.
Mm-hmm.
It's permission too.
Mm-hmm. I think for you, I knew the direction I was going in wasn't right for me, but I didn't really know what the direction I wanted. And that took a long time to figure out what it was I wanted to do. I pity going off to uni, career choice when they're 17, 18. I think, oh, crumbs, I didn't know what I wanted to do until I was gone 40. You know, I still don't.
Sometimes I think, what am I doing?
But it's a beginning. Don't you
Crumbs,
think that
yeah.
the seeds are within you and then they grow, and you've got to go back to actually those early years to think about what did you love doing back then? What did you love doing in your bedroom when you were 7? Think about it. What did you love doing in your bedroom when you were 7 up until you were 12? Think about that. What were you passionate about? And that's what is part of you. That is part of the core being, the things that made you back then. So think about that, and then rediscover the things that really switched your buttons on when you were growing up. And that is part of who you are now. You just have forgotten it. So go back to then and relive that and start to bring it back to life. Now, whatever stage you're in.
That's quite a thought. I'd have to sit and really think about that.
For me, it's organising, it's painting, it's sewing, it's having tea parties, it's having friends round, it's like dancing, it's like singing.
I had my nose in the book.
Did you?
All the time. Yeah, pretty much. But then I was, my brothers and sisters were a lot older than me, so I was almost like an only child. I mean, I've got brothers and sisters, but there's like 11, 13, 15 years between them. So they were off doing their own thing. I loved having my friends round, but I was pretty much on my own, so I tended to just find company in books, I think.
What kind of books? What kind of books?
Oh, it was adventure books. It was adventure books, like was it Famous Five? Where they went off for a week and no adults kind of thing, and they were living off tins of food that they miraculously found anywhere. You know.
And it never rained.
I think there was a Biggles book in there at some point as well. Anything to do with adventure.
Yeah.
Really adventure.
Adventure, yes.
That's the kind of thing you like, going to different places. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
On holiday and things like that, you want to go to the different, to the exotic, rather than. I mean, I'm happy in a field in a am with music, whereas you're on the plane.
Ah,
Whereas that doesn't do anything for me. I like just being.
Yeah, our retirement plan is to get one of these big, what you call the RVs.
the RVs. Oh my goodness.
And go for about 3 or 4 months just drive
go.
around Europe.
How wonderful would that be? Oh, that's
no. Well, it might be. Depends who you're with.
Oh yeah, it's good if you've got someone that you actually want to be with. But
close proximity is.
it's,
You
yeah.
need good company.
But yeah, no, I'd never actually thought about that. It was always to do with adventures and exploring and
Part of who you
yeah.
What about you,
There you go.
Caroline? What did you do?
I used to sit in my room and listen to music and listen to music and listen to music and make stuff. My mum's got all of these weird and wonderful things that I made when I was a kid, that she's kept. And I could love her for it, and I know why she's done it, because I do the same with my kids. I keep all these things. Catherine makes all sorts of stuff. But it was just, I had my own record and my albums, and I just loved this music and sitting there making, because I was on my own. Like, we live it. So my friends didn't come around that often, but it was great to have my own space. That was it. And that's what I'm like now. And I still got music and I can't work. And I tend to have it loud as well.
Loud is good. Loud is good.
And all different stuff. And it's like ranges from games like that. To Sex Pistols, ABBA, have a wee bit of all sorts going on.
Eclectic taste as well.
I like all sorts.
Yeah.
And
But you're creative.
But then it all just,
That's layers.
that's how you,
Expression.
When you said that about when you were 7 to 12, I thought, yeah, that is what I was doing.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm doing again now. It's great.
But that's great. You're reliving who you are. You're just bringing yourself back to life, and that's what we should be doing at this. You know, when we actually step back into ourselves and rediscover who we are, this is what we should be doing. Not putting on a persona that people tell us who we are.
Yeah. I did that for
It's
a lot
like
of
being
years.
us. I know.
And that's what makes you ill, and you've got to stop being trying to be something else.
Yes.
You be something else, and you're trying to dress a certain way and
Yes.
act a certain way, and your hair's a certain way.
No.
Then you think, and when you break down, you think, actually, no, that's not very healthy.
Yes.
I need to just
Yes.
actually be who I am.
Ladies, and we've talked about a lot of different things within that conversation there. We've talked about breakdown, we've talked about social selves, we've talked about putting on masks. We could potentially talk a lot about these things as separate topics.
Yeah.
Because to talk about these things, then get in touch with us, because these are whole big topics on their own that we are actually qualified to talk about and cover. And that we would be willing to talk about and share and discuss as individual topics.
Yay.
Because we know that there's a lot of you out there that face similar things.
Yeah. I mean, one of the big topics for me is failure. Fear of failure.
Mm-hmm.
And how
all the time.
but women view failure different to men.
Yes, they do.
Totally,
Yes,
I think. And that's another topic that I'd like to discuss, because pretty much men assume they won't fail. And they
don't give up.
But women, from the outstart, you're worrying, what if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? The average guy goes, I'll be fine. You know, and that we tend not to have that inherent luxury.
No, we don't. We constantly think, and then because you're thinking it, you actually bring it on, I think.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
And what is that? What is that?
You attract what
Self-fulfilling
you
prophecy.
Yes, self-fulfilling prophecies.
Yeah.
You've got to just
Totally. So that was one of the
Have some
things.
faith and just believe that good things will come to you as well. As like you do your work and put your good stuff out there, and that good things will come to you because you're doing your things well, and you're living your good life. And just be the good person that you are, and be honourable and true and honest.
That's
and all
the thing.
these good things. And you know what?
If you're being who you are,
Yeah.
there's nothing to hide.
No.
People never find it. There's nothing underhand. There's
Yes.
nothing locked. There's nothing hidden. So that if you're who you are, everyone always sees the true you.
Yes.
And you're true to yourself, so you're not hiding it, feeling lost or held down, and you're just being that's when you can actually do what you do, go out there and sell it to the customers because you're being who you are and you're selling yourself. And that's what people do.
Not literally.
Well, no, but I mean in retail, any kind of retail, I have a part-time job somewhere else, and the thing is, people buy from people. They don't buy. They buy a thing, but everyone's got that thing. A lot of people have got that thing. People buy off the person, and that's why people will come to you, because they want what you're offering. They want your personality. They want the fact that they know you've worked really hard, you've experimented, you're going to go that extra mile for them, and that's what they want. And that's why people come to you, because they want the personal touch. And it's the same. They want it's who you are. They want what you offer.
Of business at any level.
Yeah.
No matter how small or big you are, if you don't like the person,
you're just going to buy.
It's not going to happen.
No, you just don't.
You've got to connect with them. There's got to be a human connection.
And that's why it's so important, more than anything else, is to be who you are, because you can't keep that up forever. You can keep it for so long, but after a while, it just cracks and breaks down.
Yeah.
So it's authenticity, isn't it?
And also
and integrity.
And your customers will also know when you're lying, when you're not being yourself, because you can't keep it up forever, and things start to. So you really, the biggest thing is finding who you are, and then.
Is there a topic there somewhere?
Yes.
About customer care, customer
service.
relationships.
Yeah, definitely.
Customer service. Love customer service. But also, behind all of that, there's reasons why people put masks on.
Oh yeah.
And so you can't go pulling masks off people.
Oh no, it's a
self-protection. And so there's a whole topic within that as well. But within business, you can't take your personal life into your business life. And so when you're working within a business environment, you've got to be able to switch off your personal life to go into your business life. But what I've found in past years is sometimes if your personal life is not in balance, it affects your business life, and it affects the creativity in your business life.
Everything affects your judgment. Everything it does. Because you make some really bad decisions. If you're out of kilter, it's as if you just don't have that balance. And so everything then becomes out of kilter.
It does. And managing stress, and back to the whole thing, managing kids, managing family, managing workloads. You maybe, I know for me that I
financial problems
because
you're worrying about things.
Yeah, I'm working through the day, and then seeing to the kids when they come home from school, and then working again in the evening, doing laundry and things, and then opening up my office again maybe until 2:00 in the morning, and then trying to get sleep. That's stressful.
Yes.
But then I lived like that for quite a few years, and then ended up really broken. But then, and it's just recently in the past few years that I've changed that pattern, but it's taken a lot of mindfulness to change that. But it's like realizing that actually we can't live at that level of life, but then dealing with the stresses that go with that.
There's also something in there about not feeling responsible for everybody else in your life. Because I went through a phase where I would be working full time. I was also doing a degree with the Open University. Both my kids were quite young. So I would be working, and the employment, the role that I had, I was working stupid hours on that as well. So there was all this building up, and then I would come home, and you would try to keep up with the ironing and this, that, and the other. And at some point, you have to go, do you know what? The kids are this age, they can do their own ironing. They can do this, they can do that. It is okay to ask my husband for help sometimes. So it's having that. It was like a switch that, I don't have to do everything myself. I can ask for help. I can expect other people to do some of this. It's not all on me. And that was quite a big thing for me.
And it's this statement, you've got to be superwoman.
Yeah.
Okay, we are superwomen. We are super women. We're super.
We're not.
But we're not superwomen.
No, we don't wear our knickers outside our time.
No, certainly not. That's a style faux pas. That's not a good look.
No, we wear knickers
outside, anyway.
Definitely. Definitely.
Anyway, not that I would do that.
So yeah, I think maybe there's more of that we could explore. No, not the knickers on the tights. I don't want to explore.
So let's.
Do you like to talk about knickers on the tights? Please let us know. Send us a wee question.
I'll tell you something. When I was little,
We always used to wear them, didn't we? Because you used to hold them up.
exactly. My mum used to.
You have one pair of knickers on,
Yeah,
then your tights,
and then a second pair of knickers to stop your tights falling down.
because the crutches went down between your knees.
Oh,
it was more
really?
comfortable.
Yes.
Really?
So
So
you were
I-
really
yeah.
well, yeah.
It was.
Really well supported, ladies.
I'm glad I wasn't.
Anybody
there.
else that's gone through that, let us know.
My mum.
That's interesting.
Hi, mum. If you're watching this, yeah.
Aww.
It was her way of keeping it all up when you went to school.
Was that a bit like a chastity belt then?
No, it just keep your tights up.
Keeping your
to
tights
keep your
up.
tights up if you went to school with tights on, because you would see some of the other classmates. The crotch would be down between their knees, type of thing.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
dear.
So
Well, that's not a good
Mum used
look.
to put these other knickers over everything to keep the tights up.
Can I share something? It's rather. I still do it now sometimes. When I'm going out. No, with my fat knickers.
So
it holds everything in,
Yes.
Do you know? No.
But you do, you think, oh, I'll hold it all in with them. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But the ones that come
So
up there,
it's like it's the whole corset idea of holding it all in.
Uh-huh.
and it holds your tights in place as well.
But
Double
don't
whammy.
you find? I mean, I've tried those things in the past, and those things don't they just send everything else everywhere
They
else?
end up with really fat neck and fat ankles.
Yes. Cankles. I mean, I have cankles anyway. I've got really big cankles. I've got big ankles, big,
What
big,
does cankles?
thick ankles,
But where does the term cankles come?
calves into ankles.
Oh, I just don't know that.
It's,
Learn something
it's
new
my
today.
it's my expression from
I'm gonna pinch you a bit of this.
thick ankles from my calves that have slid into my ankles.
Right, well, there you go.
Slid into the. My whole
It's
body
from
slid
years of-
into it.
Years of cross country and dancing.
Ooh,
I tell you what, there's not many business networking events that starts talking about cankles and knickers over the tights.
I think I'm completely off
It's all
topic.
here, girls.
Sorry, your coffee's gone cold.
This is
Has
gorgeous.
it? It's really good. Should we do some advertising?
Is that free from?
Wheat free, gluten free, eat natural, yummy. Almond and apricot yogurt.
Put down, I'm reaching.
Oh, sorry. They're yummy.
So you do realise that YouTube makes us state whether we're having product placements. So we're not really.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, I won't show you the hand cream either then. Do you want some hand cream?
No,
No, thank you.
Fine, thank you.
Sorry. Sorry, YouTube. Other products are available, widely used.
And well used, and sometimes it's just as good.
Can I
They're
show you?
very, very good as
What
well.
have you got?
Just happens to
I
be my
clicked on
favourite.
tours. Let's
Yes.
go on to that. What should I be doing now? I was trying to see if I could see us on there.
I don't know.
Is that a
We're
picture
just
of
trying to
shoes?
see if. I was trying to see if we were on
If you
my
could get
tablet,
on.
so I could see what we're actually doing, which is a bit scary, but there you go. I can't get it on, so you have to have a Google Plus account, which I do actually.
You've got a Google Plus account.
I do. I think whether it's on the computer or on here. I have things on different.
So
things.
thinking about the type of topics,
It's not
we've
submitting.
covered a lot of ideas for topics there.
Sorry, everybody.
It's fine, you can work on that and we'll just keep
No, you're fine. I'm just
moving on. So we've
I'm trying
covered
to
a
watch
lot of different topics: multitasking, time management, social selves, failure, customer relationships, managing stress.
knickers over tight.
Lots of different ideas. If you've got any ideas, any thoughts, any discussions that you'd like to raise,
We'd also like to start having guests along to talk about their
Please come and see
business and their experiences, their
Or we'll come and see you.
successes and their failures. Or
You've got
we
any-
can come see
Yeah, you've
people.
got an internet connection. That's all we need. We'll bring the gear. Camera. Do we speak?
and we'll have a wee to do as well as promoting other people there. We're not holding on to things for ourselves. we're not just about promoting our businesses. We
No.
like to promote our friends, and we like to encourage them. So what we'd like to do is we'd like to come visit you, and we'd like to come round at like the different coffee shops and things and do some free advertising for you. So if we come to your venue, we would certainly, maybe for the three of us have a cup of coffee and put this on air and advertise for you on air and do some advertising. So, and just have little meetings there or things that we could draw you in. And
That's the thing, really, isn't it? Getting it out there, because people see this as this grows. People see Cass either live or on YouTube afterwards, and it's amazing how people think, they mentioned that service, and it only needs to be there. It's not a big hard sell or anything like that. That's the last thing you want to do. But that is when they think, and they follow things up. Or they'll tell somebody about it because if they've seen who you are, they want to buy off the person. And that's what we can offer. We can come and see you. You can talk to people through us, to other people. We can have bigger groups and just be able to speak to each other and get to know the people.
Because it's like Yvonne said, it's all about sharing, isn't it? So sharing your business, sharing your ideas. Of how you've got over certain situations, so it's just all about sharing, really.
It is, and that's what makes a successful person.
So to talk a little bit about being business, we've got a few things in the pipeline which we haven't quite nailed the specifics down, but the approach we wanted to take was quite an organic one, really.
We love organic.
Very organic. So although
do you want an organic sheep?
We've all been there. Sorry. Donna came to mind. Pointy boobs. Right, we're organic.
I think you just invented a new adjective there. You're voguing now. It was quite cool.
Sorry.
I love it.
So we wanted this. So although we have things in mind of what we would like to do and where we would like to take it, we're kind of relying on anybody else who's wanting to get involved on any level. Just from people who like to watch it, we're gonna try and put one of these out the first Wednesday of every month, 10 o'clock in the morning. So please join us again. But we want to try and get together physical gatherings, either at different people's places or just a general meet up. So we've got lots of ideas, but again, it's kind of dependent on what's going to work for the majority of what we consider our target market. The target market is people like us, people who love to socialise as well as being business. I was going to say doing business there, but it's being business, not doing business, being business.
That is why I picked this, wasn't it? The Printing networking event, either in the evening or the weekend or whatever. And as you know, you've been working all day, the last thing you want to do sometimes is go out again at night, whereas this 10 to 11, from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, first week every month, where you can actually sit and join in and talk to us, because you'll be able to log in and talk to us.
I mean, you can sit in your pyjamas and your slippers if you want.
You're in the middle of everything. You're at home. You're not having to. It's out of you. You click in, click off, and if you miss the thing, you just look at it again when you have got time. And that's the thing. It's to try and be as flexible and as all engaging and include everybody as possible to make it easy.
So we've got 2 or 3 people kind of lined up to do a bit of a guest appearance. We just need to tie them down on dates.
Very exciting people, actually.
Yeah.
Very exciting, inspiring people.
I was thinking, even if anyone watching this, even if they didn't want to appear themselves, they could maybe suggest someone.
Yeah, who would you like to hear about?
I know from when we were on a live, there was a lot of people that were really, really interesting. As soon as you mentioned, excuse me, that went down the wrong way. As soon as they mentioned going on radio, they went, oh no, I'm not too keen on that. So I understand some people don't want to be in front of the camera, never mind the microphone. So any suggestions, give us a shout.
Yeah.
But as you can see, it's all very informal and chatty, and
Definitely.
And it's
That's
great. It's a
scary.
great way to learn from other people. It's just listening to their stories,
Mm.
because stories are inspirational, and we learn so much from people's experiences. And it might be just like listening to a gem. You can get a gem or two from other people's stories, and you can develop your own ideas and be inspired. And that's how we learn and grow, is just like listening. Listening is a very good thing, just to, to grow. You can grow every day just by picking a gem up from somewhere in your day.
Yeah.
So people with their stories, listen to people's stories, and we can grow through that in business.
Yeah.
Just by listening.
I think that's far more informative to a lot of people, because you can relate to their stories.
Definitely.
And again, it's not
Well.
academic learning, it's
No.
like intuitive learning. The different styles of learning, like visual learning. A lot of us creatives, we learn through the visual aspects, through absorbing, through all the senses and everything. We learn that way. And so, it's like in our daily work, we're learning all of the time. It's not just sitting reading a book. It's not just watching a DVD or something. It's like interacting as well. So it's like, let's get together and let's learn from one another, and let's not just hog the show in our talks and in our having one person stand at the front and do the talk.
And you all sit and have to listen.
That's not what we're going to do.
We want you to talk to us.
We're going to have fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I think that what you've just said there probably encapsulates the core of what we want this to be about. The whole listening thing, the sharing thing. So
the understanding the individuals and respecting the individuals, and then helping to motivate them on, and in doing that we're motivating one another. So it's a real safe, positive, affirming space.
Yeah. So
I'm happy.
yay. I'm happy that you're happy. I'm happy that you're both here, actually.
Are you happy?
I'm fine.
Fine. Fickle, insecure, neurotic, and emotionally unstable?
No, I'm thinking about big knickers. I'll be honest with you, that's on my mind now. It's quite
Oh
worrying.
my goodness. Are you
It's
going
there
to
and it's
edit your
nobody.
drawers?
Yeah, it's quite scary.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
Oh no. Are they nice big knickers though?
was it the ones that hold everything in? They're not very nice.
Oh, you need to get glamorous big knickers. If you must have big knickers, you must have glamorous big knickers.
That's not up.
I'm not sure where this is descending.
Anyway, I'm really sorry, ladies. Right then,
this is
are we-
styling.
are we
It's
wrapping up? Or are
styling.
we?
We
This
are.
is styling.
This is styling.
It's
Big
okay.
knickers? Okay.
Well, it's wardrobe management.
Well, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we should actually add something along those lines to the topic list as well.
That could be possible.
I don't know, because something about simplifying your life.
Oh,
If you
yes.
simplify your wardrobe, it really simplifies your life.
Yes, definitely.
But we do have one listener, definitely.
Do we?
We do. Mary Jo. She says,
Hi,
"What?"
Mary Jo.
Hi, Mary Jo. She
Hi,
says,
Mary Jo.
watching. You remind me of that painting of ladies in the Manchester Art Gallery. It's fantastic. It's three. My mum's actually done one. No, it's three ladies with a cup of coffee, and they're all giving it.
Oh, brilliant.
And she says they wore support stockings. I think no knickers. I love it. So we have what? Thanks for watching.
Oh,
We start.
yes.
Thank you,
Lovely.
sweetheart. I love that. Brilliant.
So there you
Your
go.
mum's great.
She's the wee star.
So yeah, I was just going to say, remember to people that the next date, the next Wednesday, falls on the 1st of July.
Okay, cool.
So we will put out invites a few days before the 1st of July, but pretty much we're going to try and make it every first Wednesday of every month. And as we gather a bit of momentum, we'll try and organise the gatherings,
Yes.
the physical meets, face-to-faces in between
Yeah.
time.
And that'll be very exciting because they're going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we've got a couple of ideas
Yes.
up our sleeve. We just need to tie
We
down.
can't talk about them yet
Not
because
yet.
they're going to be so much fun.
I think the words, and I may be quoting We're quoting Jackie Brown here. The word is fabulous.
Fabulous, darling. Hello, Jackie. We love you. I hope you
Jackie.
tune in.
Would you miss you? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's lovely, Jack.
Oh, Jackie's going to come and speak at some point. Jackie has had a transformational experience recently. She is amazing. We've grown with Jackie through the past 6 years or so. Jackie has been a great successful businesswoman in Dumfries for over 30 years, and she has come through so many different experiences in her business. And but over the past 6 years, 7 years that I've known her, has changed and transformed and grown and developed. And she has so
to the point she's now on a completely different career path.
Yes.
And she's just like
Flying.
she's off.
She's beautiful inside out now. And her words are true. Her aura, her self-expression is very direct and very beautiful, and her honesty and integrity is just straight down the line.
Yeah. So yes, we hope to see Jackie here one of the months. Yeah, we haven't tied down the others, so we better not say too much about it.
Well, we've got lots of lovely ideas.
Yeah. So,
but that was just a shout out to Jacqueline Brown.
Yes.
Up in Edinburgh and Dumfries. It's cosmopolitan.
So I think for our first dry run, that's
us.
That's about it.
That's us, yeah.
We hope to see you next month, 1st of July.
Lots of questions, please.
Yes.
Put them on Facebook.
Please do. Get in
Questions, comments. Tell us to zip our mouths when we shouldn't be speaking. Tell us if you think we've talked about things too much. Or maybe not talked about things enough.
Yeah, we need feedback.
If we've maybe had too many silly talks, maybe I know I'm sorry. If we've not been formal enough, I'm not sorry.
We're
not sorry.
So we've specifically gone out of our way not to be formal.
On air otherwise, you just don't.
Yeah, we just wanted literally, as it says, a coffee break chat.
Yeah.
So
just give us some feedback, and we're trying to be positive for you and fun, just because that's who we are. So you get back to us and tell us what you think too, and we appreciate your time and hope you've appreciated the time that we shared.
And just a quick recap in case there's any of you that don't know who we are. This is Yvonne Holmes from Original You Company.
Yes,
we specialise in personal image and styling. That was it. That was about
home styling and personal styling.
But you're also a life coach.
Also a life coach.
Caroline is a textile artist. Does some gorgeous scarves. You mainly work with chiffon, silk, and wool, so all natural fibres.
I'm a natural fibre girl.
Beautiful
and bodices. Beautiful bodices and gowns.
Yes, her work extends to scarves and gowns and bodices and a few different things.
And then we have Jo Seawright, and you've got Wi-Fi Designs, and you're amazing because you do all this wonderful technical stuff that totally blows our mind.
Yes,
Designs the most amazing websites I know because I've got one, and everything. You do the whole package. You do branding. You do all sorts. You're pretty darn amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And it's Jo that designed our the being business, the bee, and
Isn't
the whole
it lovely?
thing. And I think it's absolutely amazing. Thank you. Really.
So, if you want to get in contact with any one of us, you now know who we are, or we can be found on Facebook.
We're always on Facebook.
You're on Google Plus. You're on Facebook.
Mine is website, the Original You Company.co.uk. Or is it .com? Can't remember.
Yours is .co.uk.
Is it?
Caroline is elegantoriginals.co.uk, and I'm wireflydesign.com. Okay. We went for the international market because we have one customer in Tenerife.
That's good. You can tell that I'm not technical because I don't even understand that whole jargon.
I just have to say, we've got one customer in Tenerife and I've just got a couple.
Yay! That's brilliant.
Great.
The fact that they're all related to me has nothing to do with it.
So like a customer is a customer.
And they're
A
all
customer
valued.
is a customer. Yes.
So, yeah, I think from that we're just going to sign off.
So
and
thank you very much.
See you next month, hopefully.
See you later, ladies.
Have a great month.
Bye, Mary Jo.
Bye.
Bye, Jackie.